Alright, hello to the Leo Oracle and Tarot Reader. Welcome to your reading. So today we're here to find out what does God want you to know. So let's see which deck is calling out to us at this time. What does God want you to know? Oh, okay. Leo. Television, okay. I'm just keeping it's my turn. One more time, Leo. Let's see, what does God want to tell you? Alright. So the underlying issue, we got eating junk food. So this from a psychological perspective would be talking about choosing to believe what is not true or what is not helpful, giving your time to things that's not progressive in a positive way anyway. So we have learned from the wisest elders. That's what God wants you to do right now. So be mindful who you're listening to, who you're learning from. Okay, so if they're trying to teach you how to do tarot, they're teaching you the skill. Take the good and leave the bad, okay? Do not take the whole formula that they're giving you. Just listen to them out of respect, but then when you go, you do your own thing. Because God speaks to each of us individually. So just listen to the guidance that whatever you believe in, whether that's whether you call it God, archangels, there's so many names, the Great Spirit, Rastafari, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, ancestors, deity, whatever it is that you see as your superpower, it speaks to you personally. So you don't need to get all your answers from outside of yourself. Some of the answers are already within you, but God is probably using these people to give you some of the information. Whoever you're learning the skill from, they have some things correct, but some things are not correct. So God wants you to be aware of information that is not correct. Okay, so we got do some exercise. So do some exercise mean I'm getting play with your cards. Do a little practicing with your own cards on your own, using your own formulas, using your own understanding. Okay, so respect to what they taught you, thank them for their time and that, but it's important that you try and build for your own self. Okay, because everybody's formula is not the same. Because it works for them does not mean that it's going to work for you. Your communication with the universe or whatever it is that you believe in is personal between you two. It's a language between you two. Even the way you shuffle is a language between you and the universe itself. It's like you know the universe how you know it, and the universe knows you how you know it. So everything about you is gonna be like your badge. It's like your ID card. So don't allow anybody to tell you everything that you need to know about tarot, because they can only give you their formula, and the universe recognizes them for who they are. The question is, who are you as a tarot reader, oracle reader? Okay, so yeah, you need to play with your cards for yourself and get to know them. when I say get to know them, like you can see, okay, for example, this card, do some exercise. Do some exercise could be talking about physical exercise. Do some exercise could be talking about you actually practicing with your cards. Do some exercise could talk about some kind of other activity that you're meant to do. Okay, it could be mental, it could be psychological. So that's another thing. When you're reading your cards, sometimes you may see one card in this reading and it comes out as a physical thing, and in the next reading it comes out from a psychological perspective. So from a psychological perspective, this card would be to like have some thinking practice. Okay, for example, so I'm saying all this to say, take time to interact with your cards. Take time to hone in on your skills so that you and the universe could build a relationship. And then when you're doing your readings, you'll have more confidence because you know what the cards mean. You can feel when the downloads are coming in. You can feel when something is not quite right, So yeah, it's time to do that. And that's the mature thing to do. Time to act mature. Okay? So yeah, so that's what God wants you to do. So now being mature, it would be taking time to get to know your cards, taking time to build your relationship with the power that drives you, with the power that informs you when you're doing your readings and that. Okay? So learn from your wisest elders. So that means not everybody know what the hell they're talking about. If you have any questions, you need to know who to ask. And God says there's a time to speak and a time to be quiet. Okay? And the last thing I want to show you is start with what you know or have. The rest will flow in. So this is what I'm saying. So whatever information they give you first, that's fine. But then you go away and do your own thing. And you will formulate your own connection with the cards and your power, your superpower. Okay? The having sex card talks about your interaction. Okay? So that's talking about your interaction with that same superpower, the interaction with your cards. Because sex is an exchange of energies, isn't it? But it's not actually talking about real sex in this reading. It's talking about interaction. Okay? So this is why it's important for you to get to know your cards and the meaning of your cards. Because even using the tarot cards could have so many different meanings. You have to know what it means to you in each reading. Sometimes you'll have the same meaning, but you, the reader, has to know. That's why you can't. I feel like when somebody's doing a reading for you, you could know sometimes what the cards are saying, but really and truly, if the person truly has the gift, sometimes you don't know what the cards are saying, because the download, the context, and things like that, it makes the difference. So sometimes the tarot reader is the only one that can tell you what the card actually means for your situation at the time. Yeah, so you need to get to know your cards, start building your relationship with your cards and with your superpower. Okay, whatever you may call it. Until next time, love, take care.